the Senate gives us time.
Where is it?
We have it
available and owned by the committee.
The committee. We have a committee.
Which committee?
We have an internal committee dedicated.
Those are yours.
Correct.
We're talking about the Senate as an institution.
Correct. So this report is the report is available, and you are able to share with the committee if directed to do so, Chair.
CPA Tunga, advisors, these members of your profession, they have just said that the balance sheet that is presented here is inaccurate. They have given all sorts of reasons, and they have proposed to make adjustments in subsequent periods. But this is a critical, this is a very, very important subject, because it is money owed to people who supplied goods and services, that it cannot be changing. Remember in the morning when we were talking to Public Sector Accounting Standards Board, we agreed that once it's locked in the balance sheet, then it shouldn't change. What's your professional advice?
Thank you, Chair and members. Looking at the audit query in hand, the response has not addressed the audit query. So it's just imperative that the audit query, that the figure they are talking about should be addressed in totality, so that we get a reconciliation of the same. They are the same professionals, so they are our members, and I can confirm they are in good standing. So the question should be, if at all you did some payment within that 2 weeks window period that you are given, ordinarily you should just avail the same list to the auditors, and then they will be able to give you a clean bill, because the auditors have confirmed that if the issue is not addressed. So if it's not addressed, whatever they have has to be given to the auditors to confirm the same. And from the professional perspective, then it does not portray a good picture to us as your regulator.
We hand them over to you when the disciplinary committee.
I think so. I think so. And you know, Chair.
Senator Morumo?
Yeah. Auditor General, who is supposed to do auditing of these pending bills? I thought it was supposed to be the office of the Auditor General. That is number one. And number two, I'm not an auditor, but this should be a fairly easy question to answer. If the financial statements show that the pending bills are 1.71 billion, and you are saying you want to bring them down to 1.058 billion, then you can show a report that shows the eligible pending bills are these, the ineligible pending bills are these, and so you subtract from 1.7 billion, and then give us the list of what you paid, the payments made in the 15 days from 1st July to 15th July, what you paid, and then you add. That is not even in accounting. That is just arithmetics of class 4 or grade 4, grade 5. So I think I'm not very sure, Chair, if the audit of the pending bill is supposed to be done by a task force, by the county government. I thought it's supposed to be by OAG, but I can be corrected.
Order, Senator Katai. You know, I'd assume that you are with us from the very first meeting. Please go on record. Please go on record.
My name is Senator Mwenda Gasaya Mufai, Tharaka-Nithi County and member of this committee. Chair, sorry for coming late. You know, I was engaged with some very serious national issues. We are trying to bring odium to the system. We want to form.
Please take note that Senator Osotsi is sitting here and is a deputy party leader of ODM. So, manene ODM to achieve Osotsi.
We have ratified the solution as a national governing council.
Karibu. Lakini ile shida tunayo, Governor, and the accountants can explain it in many, many ways. You cannot not know with certainty what you owe. It should not change, because this audit was signed off in December. Between December and today, the 26th of January, it should not have changed by is it 600 million or, Chief Officer, it has changed by how much? How many millions? Hundreds of millions. Sorry?
It's about 400 million, Chair.
400 million. And in your view, is it because you paid that 400? Or you dismissed some?
As I said, Chair, the main difference is coming in because of the window that was given by National Treasury between 1st and 15th July. And ordinarily, after payments, these files normally go back to departments to reconcile their pending bills before now they hand over to this task force committee. Then also, Chair, let me also clarify, the 1.7 that the Senate is discussing is not pending bills in total, just as OAG shared. Part of it is retention amount. But we are zeroing into 1,058,000,000 because now that is the pending bills. But that doesn't mean we have done away with the retention. The retention figure of 131 still remains as stated in the
and the
financial
staff
statements.
payables of 99 million, that did not change with that window that was opened.
Just come again, please.
There's a 99 million
Yes.
as staff payables.
Yes.
And I'm assuming those are statutory deductions, pensions, all those things.
Yes.
There's a 99 million here. That did not move
That did
during
not,
that window.
That did not change because some of them are historical, Chair, where you find Lab Fund or these other organizations claim counties, not only Vihiga, all the money, which is still in contention from our end. Because sometimes you find they are lumping their interests that we are not in agreement with. So those ones did not change. What only changed are pending bills that were paid during those 2 weeks window.
Now, OAG, what do you advise us to do here? Because this gentleman has changed his numbers. So we are discussing from a very flimsy foundation.
Chair, I want to raise an issue. The money paid from Treasury came, excuse me, came before the preparation of the statements. I am wondering why they did not adjust the balances, because they paid up to 14th July. The statements were made by 30th August. What happened in between the two, the 1 month?
So that's a valid question. What's your response?
Chair, as I explained, after payment, there is verification. And that verification process is what took a bit of time. And ordinarily, by the time the verification exercise was complete, we had already gotten into now almost the audit period, almost through with the audit period. And that is why the numbers are changing almost after the audit.
Really, as an accountant, CPA Tunga, is it acceptable for a client to come before Parliament and justify why numbers are changing drastically? And I thought this was the reason why we're moving from cash to accrual, the reason why we are progressing in terms of standards. We must agree on what we must accept and what we cannot accept.
Chair, maybe this one will go maybe to the county government executive, the governor, because clearly, as my colleagues, even the colleagues will confirm, it is that where you cannot make a payment and you verify later on. So if you tell the committee that you are it was a verification, if you already made a payment, then you are supposed to account for the same. It should appear in the books of accounts by 30th August, so that it will not have been an issue for the auditors. So maybe there is an aspect of missing gaps in understanding of the, not necessarily the new approach, but just what is expected of them as professionals. Thank you.
I think in the morning with the Accounting Standards Board, we agreed that they must cause counties to attach that annexure that details all the outstanding payables. It used to be there previously as some Annex 2, but now it is not here. So we have no visibility. We can't tell on that schedule, even if it's aged, we cannot, I think it's just above over 3 years. It's aging from under 1 year, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and over 3 years. That over 3 years, you find sometimes you've got debt that is 10 years old. So we agreed with the board that they're going to send a circular to counties to provide that disclosure. Because now you can see, honorable members, that the clever people in counties will run rings around us. If there is no detailed schedule, it's going to be an issue of argument between professionals. This gentleman is a CPA, ISPAC is here, who is the certifying body, and they don't seem to speak the same language, simply because the details are not with us. So we had agreed with this, with the board in the morning. I think we foresaw this confusion, that counties must disclose the full schedule of whatever is still pending. So, Senator Osotsi, do you now have a good idea, feeling, on how much your county owes suppliers? Are you able to pick a number and say with authority that from this exercise, it is 1.7 or 1.05 or it is 1.4?
Chair, okay. One, I must say that the figure of pending bills must not be shifting. We must be very clear on what is the total pending bills at any given time. But also, on another note, Chair, I have seen a schedule. This is Appendix 5, which gives a breakdown for the pending bills in the supplementary budget, coming to 589 million, which is going to be paid this year, and hopefully next financial year, which is 2026-2027, hopefully they clear the balance that will be remaining. That is subject to determination of the correct position of pending bills. My concern is this 589. I wish I had the benefit to look at the entire supplementary budget. Recently, when we pushed for more money, I think 5 of us here, we said that money should be ring-fenced for critical areas like health, water, and other critical areas. But it seems that part of that money is being used to pay pending bills, which now defeats the purpose of why Senate fought so hard to give more money to the small counties. So maybe the county executive should clarify to us that out of the additional 400 million that we gave to Vihiga specifically, how much of that money has gone into pending bills? Because I would expect that that money should have been ring-fenced for key sectors and not in paying pending bills. Because we are going to pay 400 million to Vihiga County for the next 5 years, extra money. So if all that money will go into pending bills, then it defeats the purpose of Senate having given affirmative action to the small counties, at least to give them leeway for development. So I just want to know how much of this 589 is from the 400 million.
Governor, are you aware of that conversation that we had in the Senate that led to your county getting more money?
Yes, I'm aware. And what I want to say is that, yes, with the time we can be able to provide the information the Honorable Senator is asking. And also, I would like to observe that even the pending bills we are paying with this money, quite a number of those pending bills are in health, where new health centers or health facilities have been built but had not been paid. Equally, we have built many ECD classrooms which had not been paid for. So, as much as we are paying to pending bills, but they are achieving the same goal that was approved by the Senate when this money was given.
Senator, how did we bring the conversation down to the county? Because, you know, when we passed the resolution, we said that now the counties should ring fence. But was there a follow-up or implementation mechanism to compel the county to do the ring fencing? Because they would argue that budgeting is done at the county assembly.
We are a bit handicapped there because, you know, budgeting is done by county assembly in consultation with the county executive. But the submission by members was that for the small counties which are not able to enjoy development because of their low budget, that money being ring-fenced for at least doing development projects. so that they are visible on the ground. For example, you remember Senator Khalwale raising the issue about the small road from Eregi to Chavakali, which Kakamega County has done its bit, just a small section remaining. And because of that example that Khalwale gave, we were very sympathetic to small counties. And we said we need to give them more money, additional money, at least to do something. But it looks like, I don't know what is happening in Tharaka-Nithi and Taita Taveta.
Yeah,
looks like that money now is being diverted to other things like paying pending bills, which now defeats the thinking of the Senate.
Actually, let me just show you where the money is going on this report.
Yes.
Maybe after, so that we move to the next matter. But first of all, Senator Marum.
Well, before you go there, because I'm one of the beneficiaries, my county is one of the beneficiaries, we did indicate during our discussion that the Senate